I am going to show you some really strange things on some Lincoln cents that I have. I have my microscope out and we're going to look at several pennies that I picked out of rolls that I have here at the coin shop. And they have some really strange things going on and I'll explain them. So stay tuned. But first, if you have any coin questions or questions at all about numismatics or currency, come over here to our Coin Help You community. The links in the pinned comment and a description of every single video. If you're interested in buying coins from my coin shop and you like to shop online, then you come over here to portsmouthcoinshop.com and buy coins from our website. We also have auctions up. We have a bunch of type coins up at auction. No reserve on these coins. So you can pretty much bid what you want. So a lot of really nice coins we have up for auction that are ending tonight. So let's start looking at these coins. And first, I have a 1983 Lincoln cent. And I'm kind of close in, but we can zoom out and take a look at this, the entire coin first. And there's something that you notice about this coin, and that is it has bubbles all over it. And it has a line up here. I'll show you. And really, that is just a very, very slightly misaligned die. You can see here, when you flip it over, it's not on the other side. So when it's on one side, then you're looking at a slightly misaligned die strike. That's all that is. It's very minor and not really even considered an error because it's within mint specifications. Then you have this right here, which is just a plating blister against the rim. Then you have all these bubbles. And the thing is that these are plating blisters. Inside these blisters is nothing but air. The plating did not adhere to the zinc planchet and expanded. And then sometimes they will burst. And you can actually burst them yourself. As you can see, you can dent them, move them. They're just a pocket of air on top of the coin. And I don't recommend doing this to every coin, but this is just a 1983. Scratching it, doing anything to it is no big deal. But I did it for you so you don't have to worry about it. But I poked it and I pressed it in. It's just a pocket of air. Like I said, it just has a gas under it. And here's the reverse of it. And you can see another one over here on the back side of it. And we can get a little bit closer on this one here. As we're zooming in, I want everyone to realize just how tiny these are. Now you see some little polishing lines where the mint try to remove some, die clash marks, but it's all just minor anomalies, die deterioration, things like that. So you see the N is obscured by this plating blister, but that's all it is a plating blister. It's nothing else. And I have a small stick pin here. It's very small, very tiny. And you can burst these. As you can see, I pressed it in. That's one thing you need to realize about these. They are not anything that can be any shape, any size, and we'll see that. You'll see that. But you can literally, you see it? I pressed it in. It's a plating blister. It's not raised metal or anything like that. I mean, technically, it's raised because it's a gas pocket, but it's, like I said, it's just a plating blister. So now we know what we can do to plating blisters on coins. And know that they come in any shape or size. Here's another example of plating blisters all over a coin. Not only that, you can see split plating against the rim. That gray is the zinc planchet underneath that's being exposed. It can turn black. This one here, I'm going to zoom out of it and show you more of the coin. Can you see this, the plating blister? This is what they call a linear plating blister. And also you can see a little bit of a ridge ring. And look at the, you see the line here? These Lincoln cents just have all kinds of little tiny issues and anomalies because they are minted so many by the second. And they're being struck by the dies one after another, after another, after another. I mean, it is unbelievable, the speed. So little things can happen to them that just happen to almost all of them. It's not anything special. It doesn't add any value to them. And you can see the reverse is fairly normal. Now, we'll look above the United States, the TED States here, and we'll get a little bit closer because I want you to see what it looks like up close, because you don't really need a microscope. This stuff right here is just not worth looking for. You want to look for varieties, things that are listed. This is just, like I said, this is a perfect example of split plating around the devices. It's just caused by die wear, caused by blisters being removed or split open. That's all you're seeing here. Then here's some more examples. Plating blister here. And let's zoom out of this so we can see some more things. This is a perfect example of a ridge ring. This is all die deterioration. It's just where metal has slowly warped. And then you can see the L. Look at the L. Let's get a little bit closer on the L. A lot of people think L on a rim or a split L or a messed up L is going to be worth money, or is an error or something that's special, and it's not. You'll see this all the time on Lincoln cents. That ridge ring and the deterioration, that L is so close to the rim, it is subject to having issues like that. And here is the reverse of the coin. And I know it's fun looking through a microscope. I get that. But there's just so many people out there that aren't as excited as you are about it. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the game. Because they've already done it. They've been there, done that. They've been where you're at, and they don't waste their time doing it anymore, looking for these minor things. Now, once you watch this video, you understand that this is split plating, die deterioration, plating blisters, die file lines, uneven surfaces, because that's what the zinc planchet looks like. Then you know that you don't have to worry about trying to figure it out, because it is what it is. What I tell you it is what it is. I see this all the time, and I can show you multiple cents, which I'm doing. I'm showing you different cents, and you can see that underneath the plating is the gray zinc planchet. Also, half of the mintages of 1982 will weigh 2.5 grams, and they have a zinc actually a zinc planchet plated in copper. And then the other half is just 3.1 in copper. Now, 1983, there's been some found that were on a copper planchet on accident, but they're supposed to all be 2.5 grams and basically look like this coin here. You always weigh them if you want to, but once you see the split plating, here is then you know that it's going to be 2.5 grams. This right here is a very, very large ridge ring. And like I said, it's die deterioration. It's not a mint error that's worth money. But this one's a pretty obvious and very large. Then you have this little black area here. Looks like to me that it's either something from the mint, maybe from the planchet wash, because you got some other areas up here, or that was a plating blister that just was breached, and that's the black zinc showing through. Maybe the plating's missing a little bit, but it's just a minor anomaly. It doesn't add value to the coin. We can get in a little bit closer, maybe we can figure it out. If we get a little bit closer to it, see what it is. That looks like that there's some plating that's missing there, which is just so minor. I mean, this is tiny. Look how small the 8 is, and I've got a stick pin that even makes it look, look, that's the end of a tiny little tack. So you know that it's really small. Here's a reverse, and here's another thing. This is not double die. This is a close-up of some more die deterioration along the rim, some plating issues and things like that. It's just really, you see this almost all the time on these coins. You can see also a little bit of grease was on the die and it didn't strike the S completely. You'll see some of that. Sometimes that'll be missing. And I think I have one here that shows, I think it's got the letter missing. I think, find one of these. You can see the difference. You can see how the S is struck there. And you see how it's struck here. It's just a minor strike through. A little bit of grease is on the die, didn't let it strike completely like it should. Here's some more plating blisters. And here's where there was a die clash. They tried to remove it, got grease in the die cavity, and it didn't strike the O very well. It's almost not there. That's normal. You'll see that a lot. Completely normal anomaly on a coin. If you think these coins are interesting and you like to collect them, that's fine. Sometimes you can get a few dollars out of them at eBay. I don't sell mine. I don't try to sell these because, I mean, it's just something that I see all the time and I don't feel right doing it. But I mean, if you feel like selling these and you think they're cool, you want to trade with people, they think they're cool and they know what they are, and you're describing them honestly, that's fine. I'm not telling people not to sell coins to people if they want to. As long as they're being honest, I don't care. If you're honest and everybody knows and everybody's on the up and up, you can sell whatever you want to sell. That's not my problem. My thing is that when you're being dishonest and deceitful, that's when you're wrong. That's when you don't need to be selling coins. And I know the person who watching this, some of them will, not like these videos, but these videos are honest. This is exactly what you're going to see on these coins. Now you've got a hit right here. A lot of people think that it's a die dent or something. We're going to take a look at that really close. We got some more of the ridge ring here on this. It's just so common to see that. I can go through my rolls here and I can find them. I've got all kinds of rolls I haven't took to the bank yet of stuff like this. I mean, if I was, wanted to go on Etsy, I could go on Etsy as anonymous and I could put these up and see how weak the L is. Just normal. I could really make a mint selling these things because I've got nothing in them really. I mean, it's basically my pocket change at this point that I've already made my money on the collection. So if I wanted to, I could just take pictures of all these and put them up online, and I could just go. I mean, people would buy these. They would. They might even bid them up a little bit, especially put my name on it. I just can't do that. I mean, I understand if you want to put $2 or $3, sell these, make you a little extra money, call them plating blisters and things like that. But don't call this a die gouge. This is a contact mark. That's all this is. If you're honest, I have no problem with what you sell. Because, I mean, it's up to you and the buyer, or someone thinks something's cool and they want to buy it. I actually think these are kind of cool examples myself. That's why I use them for the video. I'm going through the rolls there, kind of looking for some things. I was actually looking for anything that might be different about them, just to do a video. And I saw these and I thought, these would be cool examples to show. And I took my time, in my time to actually do a video of these because I think they're that cool. I think plating blisters all over a coin, I don't know why, but it's different. It's not on every coin, but it's on a lot of them. I mean, it's on a bunch of them, and certain years are worse than others. 82 and 83 are really bad, but then some of the other years are too. That's what you have here, just plating blisters. So what I would like to see is this video being shared in the communities all over the internet, also in all the groups on Facebook, Instagram, it'll be on TikTok. The reason is that everybody needs to see this because honestly, you get educated on what is on a cent. What's split plating, what's a plating disturbance, what's die deterioration, what's the ridge ring, what's the L on the rim. All that stuff is just minor anomalies, and they can learn that from this video. When you learn that from this video, then that eliminates some of the stuff you're looking for, and you can actually look for the good stuff because there are things to look for. And let's take a look at what you can find in cents. It's hard to find stuff that's valuable, but if you really want to know what's valuable and what to look for, then you want to look at sold auctions. And we're not talking about eBay. We're talking about heritage, where you have a mule with a Roosevelt dime, quarter, incorrect planchets, planchet stock. These are things that people have found, but unfortunately, it's very hard to find this kind of stuff. And you can actually probably, the best thing to do would be put in Lincoln because that's going to be your best bet. I mean, billions of these have been minted. So you want to make sure that you're looking for, like here's off-centered, broad struck. You can see how much it's worth depending on the grade. That's a 1916. But stuff like that you might be able to find in an old collection, maybe a bag, a newer bag. Look for double dies. I mean, there's a lot of struck through cap dies, a late stage. You can find those still. We see those still being posted. They're worth a little bit of money, but you're not going to pay off your mortgage or your car or anything like that. It's those kind of coins. They just don't come up very often, but they're out there. But they just don't come up very often. You got split plate or split planchet, all these mint errors, and the thing is that you can see how much they're worth by what they've sold for. And that's what you want to do. I would recommend come over here and study this out. Use our Mint Error Guide app. It's got the basics. Learn the basics, then move up to error-ref.com. Join Coneca. That's another thing. If you're still watching this video, you care. And this is a grand slam. This is my 4th year in a row for getting an award for recruiting the most people for Coneca. I'm not trying to compete. I'm just promoting it in my videos, and it's just working out. You guys are joining, and it's worth it. You can get there's attributors over there. If you've got something you want checked out and want to send it to somebody, you can do that with Coneca. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and above all, share and comment, and have a great day.